Oracle co-founder Larry Ellison predicts AI surveillance will be part of our everyday lives in the future. During a recent Oracle Q&A, Ellison said AI will soon play a major role in monitoring society through a vast network of interconnected cameras, including security systems, police body cams, and vehicle dash cams.
Everyone would see it. Your body cams will be transmitting that. The police will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording, watching and recording everything that's going on. Citizens will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording and reporting everything that's going on.
Ellison's vision is for AI to analyze data from this network of cameras in real time in an attempt to prevent crime, while also tracking and influencing public behavior for a safer society. However, the idea raises serious privacy concerns. Critics argue it could lead to a surveillance state with constant monitoring infringing on personal privacy rights, while others say it could help solve crimes faster and provide transparency to citizens in cases of excessive force from law enforcement.
We're going to have supervision. In other words, every police officer is going to be supervised at all times.
Ellison's proposal highlights a growing trend among tech giants to harness AI for societal influence, which may significantly reshape our lives in the coming years.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston. It's the 13th. It's December. It's the year 2025, and I think all that's complete and utter nonsense. Because I wear an automatic watch, okay? It's mechanical. It relies on Swiss engineering to keep the time, and it's done so very well for years and years and years. And yet every time I turn around, my watch is falling 7 minutes behind my digital clock. I think that's crazy. I think that's strange. I think that's queer, unusual, not normal. I think the days being shortened for the elect's sake may be actually occurring right now, or somebody's mimicking it. One of the other, I do not know. But we are tumbling headlong into the book of Revelations as we speak right now. But you just saw that, correct? You just saw that. Everyone's best behavior? Well, I'm going to show you how that best behavior is already working out for people and what the law enforcement thinks of AI versus you showing them your actual real ID and your passport and everything else, because this is insane. Here we go.
So, very, very peculiar. 𝗵𝗵𝗿 has this pretty sophisticated artificial intelligence software that analyzes faces of previous trespassers, and they get a 100% match on this guy who, whenever they trespassed them before, presented an ID that had a different name. They look like the same exact guy.
I am not Mike. I don't know nothing about Mike.
So either he is who he says he is and he's not have ever actually trespassed, which I doubt because their software is pretty cool, and the fact that he's acting super suspicious. I'll be 100% honest. Could legitimately be you have a doppelganger running around.
Well, unless I've gone crazy, I'm pretty sure it's not me.
So let me set the stage for you. We're in Reno, Nevada, and somebody has apparently been trespassed from a casino, because casinos are absolutely everywhere. He's been trespassed. That's a nothing charge. And the cops roll up and they're telling the guy's like, listen, they're trying to trespass me, but I've already showed them my ID, and it's a real ID, which means you have to show birth certificate, passport, Social Security, everything else. You can't just call it in or bang it in on the phone. You got to go there and prove you're who you say you are, period. The real ID. Remember that? I got one. You have one. But the cop's like, well, you know, your ID that you just showed me, all that's good to go, but their software is pretty sophisticated. It's pretty cool. So, well, you'll see.
What good is the ID then? Why do I even carry that mother?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
How you doing? Oh, thank God you're here.
So what's going on?
so we got this system-generated alert, prior trespasser.
Okay.
And we made contact and arrested him, and he claimed that wasn't him. And
What does my
so
name
we're just
say
trying
on that
to
ID?
get you guys to make fun of if it's with him or not.
So what's the issue, you guys? Did he have a different driver's license or a secondary one, or has he got more property than just this one?
Just that, those effects right there, and that's it.
Yeah, and stuff.
1 second, pal.
So bear in mind, this guy is getting arrested even though he showed all the proper identification to the security guys, and it should have ended it right there. But the security guys are like, your UPS employee ID, your real ID, your credit cards, everything else that has your name on it, your face that matches your ID, that's not good enough. So he's locked up, he's cuffed behind his back and stuffed in a cell, waiting for the cops to show up. The cop finally shows up and the guy's like, what about my face on the ID? The cop's like, yeah, hey, shut it down there, Snoop Dogg. I'll get to you when I feel like it. Right now I'm dealing with security and AI. Welcome to the New World Order.
But no other forms of identification. Things in his pocket.
You guys ran this information through our dispatch?
Through your guys' dispatch? No. We ran through ours, comes back as that being who he says he is on his ID, but that's what we went off right there.
Yeah, and this is one of those things, you guys have this fancy software that does all this stuff, so it's like...
Officer, what's your name?
1 second, man.
Now, what you don't know yet is the guy is in his 50s, and he's cuffed behind his back, and he's a big guy. If you have any type of shoulder injuries, when you're cuffed behind your back, it sucks. It hurts so bad. And in the end of this, we'll discover that he was indeed injured because of being cuffed. But isn't it amazing the cop's like, yeah, I'm too busy checking out these security guards that arrested you, not because of what your ID said, but what their fancy, amazing, super intelligent AI told them. Do you see where we're going with this? Do you see how this is going to work out?
All right, man. So this is who you are?
Yes. What, Mr. Jagger is your first name or last name?
Last name.
All right, Mr. Jagger. Yes, that is who I am. I drive the semis for UPS. I am not Mike. I don't know nothing about Mike. I'm a craps player here. Look, there's my socks for UPS. Can you please, you got a gun here. Will you please take me out of these cuffs? My shoulders are killing me.
You're going to sit there for a minute, man. So, when he gave you this information, did you guys verify it against an ID, or how does that work?
So, in that report there's an ID on there as well, and we can show you that one.
Just need a break. My shoulders are killing me.
So that's the ID that he presented. I'll be.
Look in the nose.
Yeah.
The security guard at a casino at 3 o'clock in the morning on the strip, not even the good casinos, the crappy ones where you go win $200 at 3 in the morning, like this guy was trying to do, because he needs to pay bills, because the rich people that put this AI in place are raising the bills saying we can't afford to live here. It's going to continue and continue and continue until everything just finally explodes, which will be coming soon. But the security guard, being a grade A detective, because, security guard, tells the cop, look at the nose. He's got a nose. And the guy that we think he is, who he isn't, because our computer told us it was, and that's all we're going to go with, screw his ID, he's got a nose too. Both guys had a nose. And you know what all this was about? The guy that he ain't was sleeping in the casino. That's an insane crime. Insane. Call in the super intelligent AI right away. Larry Ellison is twiddling his fingers like Mr. Burns. Go ahead, Smithers.
Huh. Weird. Very weird. Right, let me snap a picture of that. I'll run both names. Step out this way, I get better reception.
Yeah. The only thing that was weird is to go out, lift him up and see how tall he is.
Yeah.
It's on this. That says he's 5'9", and that says 6'1".
Pictures are very, the nose.
So, right, and then we have our new system, our new facial recognition system, and that's what it's telling us. It's telling us that it's looking at it, and it's doing that, and then there was another one that came up when he was at the RTRK, which is one of our better cameras. This was right before we arrested him. We looked at it and said, "That's him," and it came up
100%. Okay.
100% match.
Yeah. So the software is saying it that it's legit.
Right. And it's
so he
pretty damn accurate.
So either he presented a fake identification the first time, or he's presenting it now.
Right.
Even if he had a twin, it wouldn't be 100%
Right.
on the facial, right?
I wouldn't think so, but I don't know, because they say twins share DNA, right?
But
I guess it depends upon if they're identical.
I've seen identical twins where it's like moms can tell them apart.
Right.
So it's,
the other thing that kind of made us feel suspicious, or us managers, was right after our officers made contact and they saw the ID that he's presenting today. And they're like, okay, it's not the same guy. He immediately gets up and starts cashing out, like running for the door. I'm like, okay, if it really wasn't him, why is he running for the door?
Why is he getting ready to leave?
Well, the guy told the officers in the police report he had been going from casino to casino, and his school of thought was, if I win 200, cash out and move on. At that exact moment, he had won 200, cashed out, and was moving on. And they went, aha, that's it. If you've ever been to a casino, or you go to casinos a lot, especially if you happen to live in Reno, you know what I mean, where you're surrounded by them, you have to have, people are superstitious. They do certain things. You know what I'm saying? So I can completely understand this guy 100%. My ex used to cash out at the one-armed bandits whenever she hit $100. And I'm like, but whatever. I do get it. I do understand it. But you heard the cops. Well, if the AI said it, it's 100% legit. This was in late 2023. So imagine what they think about it now.
What's going on?
I have a precarious situation. I'm trying to positively identify somebody who may have or may be using a fake ID. So I've got 2 names, 2 Nevada driver's license numbers and all that. If there's a chance I could have you run both and see if any of them come back, and maybe send me pictures in an email of what their IDs come back as.
Yep.
Huh. That is super weird. Do you see resemblance in those?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
But yeah, they're 83, 78, yeah.
That's super weird.
So now you have 2 law enforcement officers, one on the scene, one at the office that has access to all the police information, and they're like, you're looking at these 2 IDs, they're super weird, aren't they? Yeah, because one guy's 5'8", one guy's 6'1". One has brown eyes, one has blue eyes. Totally natural. One weighs 50 pounds more, and one was born in 78, and the other one was born in 83. That's police work for you, but hey, the AI said so, so they're running with it.
That's super weird. So I have a feeling these are both the same guy, but he has different IDs. That's crazy. Because their software here, they have this facial recognition software here at the 𝗵𝗿𝗱, and he came back as a 100% match for the character who was previously trespassed.
Yeah,
So this is definitely a weird one. So I have a feeling he's somehow making some fake identification or something, but I mean, if you're pulling them up, then they're legitimate.
Yeah, they're both through the DMV at least. He's somehow able to get them.
So the cops have discovered that there's 2 IDs. You don't get a fake ID with a different height, different weight, and different eye color through the Department of Motor Vehicles fraudulently. Do you see what I mean? And instead of them saying, maybe the AI made a mistake, nope, no amount of police work, no amount of information, no amount of proof showing that the AI is wrong is making them come to that conclusion whatsoever at all. Which is the purpose of me making this entire video, because EWU Body Cam YouTube channel, all they do is run video footage on body cam, because it's drama. It doesn't help the world in any way. There's no commentary like I'm giving you right now. Chances are they're going to hit me with a copyright strike, and chances are everyone's going to start getting hit with a copyright strike, because copyright strikes started falling again. I've gotten one on Jailbreak, I've gotten one on Richie from Boston, and they're takedown notices, which means 1 strike, 2 strike, 3 strikes, you're out. We might have come to the end of our usefulness. So for all my boys and all my girls that are on here putting out truth videos, real truth videos, not just showing things and then reading, paperwork, but never actually saying anything of consequence, they're going to come after us again. So be ready for that, because it's coming again.
Then this guy that they have now detained presents a different ID with a different name, Jason Killinger, and that has a matching photo for him now. I mean, the photos are different photos, but they look like the same exact guy. The only difference is one has a chin goatee. But definitely super weird. So all of these driver's licenses are both valid. So either he is who he says he is, and he's not ever actually trespassed, which I doubt, because their software is pretty cool, and the fact that he's acting super suspicious. Two, I just have a feeling somehow maybe he's got a hookup at the DMV where he's got two different driver's licenses that are registered with the Department of Motor Vehicles with different names and dates of birth. So I guess I'll arrest him on that, and then just list him as a John Doe, and then have him booked in for a wins check. Alrighty, well, that solves that.
This is why I'm making this video. What they just said right there. Everything checks out. The licenses are both valid. They're through the DMV, but he's acting super weird. He's sitting in a cell, handcuffed for something he didn't do whatsoever at all. They're telling him he's somebody else, even though he's presented all of his ID to prove that he's not. But he's acting super weird. And this is some pretty cool AI stuff. What's happening is these guys are being trained that the AI is infallible. The AI knows everything. The AI's got this down. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you understand what's going on here? And now body cams are coming out, or already out, but they're going to be rolling out nationwide, that do AI as they're walking down the street. So if they walk by you and the AI pings you as somebody that you ain't, cuffed up, homie. And guess what? Like they just said, well, let's arrest him. Case solved. Well, what's the result of all this? Do they let him go and everything is, they pay him money and all is well?
So you guys got a complaint?
Yeah, well, we got filled out for you.
And then
we got the statement and all that good stuff.
Statement already done. Easy peasy. So right now, because I can't identify you, man, it's weird. Because essentially it looks like you have two names. I don't know, man. So I can't identify you. Unfortunately, that means that they can't cite you.
Well, we can't identify you, even though you gave us your identification. Your player's card, all sorts of your work information is in the cops. He's putting it in a bag right now. But I can't identify you at all from all your identification that you're legally supposed to carry every day to identify yourself. I can't identify you because some shithole casino with their super cool AI, case closed, easy peasy, has identified you. So guess what, jerk off? Because we're making a huge mistake. Not only have we probably dislocated your shoulder, not only are we stressing you out emotionally, and now we're scarring you for life, because after all this is said and done, this guy's going to be afraid to walk down the street. We can't identify you. You're going to jail. So let's go.
100% honest. Could legitimately be you have a doppelganger running around, but they are strikingly similar and enough. Their fancy AI technology that reads faces. No, it says it's a 100% match. But at this point, our hands are tied because, a reasonable and prudent person would, based off the software, based off the pictures, based off of even your driver's license picture, make the reasonable conclusion that all three are the same person, just two different IDs with two different names.
Can you look at the back of the IDs? Because I have all the endorsements except for motorcycle and hazmat.
Okay.
Other than that, I got all the endorsements.
But that's the thing is
his a CDL?
So that's the thing is either someone else is using your stuff or you're using somebody else's stuff, and unfortunately you look too much like the guy in that picture, so much so that the fancy computer that does all the face scanning of everybody who walks in this casino makes the same determination that my feeble human brain does.
So long story longer, they arrest him, they bring him in, and then they discover that the super fancy AI was completely wrong. The cop's like, well, there's three of you walking around. Three what? There's only two. problems. One's the guy that got trespassed for sleeping, which isn't a crime where you have to call in SWAT. You know what I'm saying? The other one's a guy that was just living his life, doing exactly as he was supposed to the letter of the law, and then someone's AI said, hey, that's the wrong guy, even though the two IDs, one said different color eyes, different weight, 6'1", 5'8", born in 78, born in 83. But otherwise, there's a third guy. What are you talking about? So they arrest him, but instead of him being able to press a lawsuit against them because that would mess you up. You're living your life and all of a sudden the cops grab you and tell you you're somebody else and now you're lying. What if that went horribly wrong and the cops shot him, as they often do? There was no lawsuit. They didn't even drop the charges. So now this guy that was just living his life has a criminal charge on his record. Oh well. That's what's coming really fast, and they're almost done with it. And remember, I just told you the other day, by February of 2026, 2 months, Donald Trump wants 300,000 killer drones in the sky. Killer drones. And it's not for Venezuela. It's for us. It's for us. You need to be ready for this because this is absolutely here. That was late 2023. You heard the cop. That cop has been completely indoctrinated. My feeble brain can't figure out looking at you're a cop and you can't figure out something by looking at IDs and information like cops have done for time immemorial? No, because they've been taught, trust the AI, trust the AI. All the way from the military, trust the AI, trust the AI. At any rate, Richie from Boston, think about this. This is here. I'm out.